Hey, it's Dave from Foundry. Today we're going to go over our product catalog template that we recently released over on Maker Roundup over on the Lone Star site. Try to help people get more business-to-business sales. So your catalog, you can put whatever you want in it. Feature any items you sell. Maybe some things that you don't really get to advertise a lot of or make a lot of. You can always throw in your catalog just so get them in front of someone's face. Maybe that's what they're looking for. So this was our first time we ever used InDesign, is when we made this. It's a super simple program to work with. It's just basically everything's done for you with the layout. You're just going to have to click and replace your text and images. So I think it took us, I don't know, probably close to 100 hours, 150 hours of work to do our layout, just because we didn't know what we were doing, and we had to get images and all that good stuff. So it was a lot of work to get set up, but now that it's set up, it's super easy to use. Alright, so we're going to get started here. When you open up your product catalog that you downloaded, you'll come to a screen probably like this. You may get something that says something about missing links. You can ignore that. We're going to replace all the images anyway with your own images, so that's not going to be a huge deal. To replace images, you click on the image, and you'll get a bounding box like this. Hit File, hit Place. Then go find your image, and then say you wanted this for your image, you can just put this here. You'll get this round circle and then a bigger circle. That lets you drag the image inside the box. So the box isn't going to move, so your placement doesn't get messed up, but you can move your image around inside the box. If you just want your image to fill up the box, you can come over here, hit Auto Fit, and then click this first button. And that's going to fill it up most of the time. You may have to play with this some or resize your image a little bit to get everything perfect, but that 99% of the time that works. If you have to resize your image a little bit, double click in the box and you'll see a new blue box pop up. This is actually your image dimensions. So if you drag that, you'll see your image dimensions change like that for it. And yeah, so that's pretty much how you control the images inside the boxes. It's super simple. For your text, it's the same thing. You just click on your text that you want to change. This is your bounding box, so anything outside of this isn't going to display. And then you just double click it, and it opens up your text window. You can type whatever you want, and you can see when you make too much text, it's going to hide it. To fix that, you can drag it down to add space, and then you can edit some stuff to close that gap or whatever you need to do. And you can also make it wider if you wanted to make it wider, kind of like that. And you can see you can just click and drag it to move it, to reposition it. It's the same with the image boxes. You can just click and drag. They'll go wherever you want them to go. And let's just go ahead and put that stuff all back. There we go. Your text, you're going to want to change out all the text on this. And most importantly, you're going to want to change out all the branding to match your company branding. If your people call us and are looking for some hats or tumblers, we're going to sell them to them. We don't know who they're looking for. So we just know they're looking for hats and tumblers or cups or whatever they're looking for. And sorry, like, so make sure you change this box, and then you can see we have our branding throughout the whole catalog. So like on some of these pages, you'll see, hold on here, mouse went out of control. You'll see like this background image is one of our logos. You're going to want to change that out. You can make this a solid color if you want. I'm not sure how to remove the image once it's there. So usually what I would do is just delete the whole thing and make a new frame to set it the color you want. So I was trying to see if there's a way to remove that image, and maybe there is somewhere. I just don't know where. So if you just click on the frame, the image, hit your delete button, that's going to delete it. We actually have two on here just for the effect that we needed. So it'll take you to this white page. Hit your add frame. I'm just going to zoom out here a little bit so you can kind of see this a little bit better. Hit add frame. Click a little bit outside your box or out of the page, and then the same on the bottom. Click and drag it so you're kind of like that, and you're going to cover the whole thing. Hit your fill button, and that's going to let you change that to whatever color you want to change that to, if you want a color on it. The background image doesn't repeat, so we just made one big image in Photoshop to get that effect. So we'll leave it this color. I like that color. And again, you're going to want to make sure you replace all the Foundry branding. Put your own company in there. I'll let you in a little secret for the text and everything, because sometimes it's hard to come up with all this text for everything. Go into ChatGPT and use their free AI models to make your text. It's going to fill that out. It's going to make it a lot easier for you, and then you don't have to worry about it so much. So I'll show you real quick. Like you can see all the history over here, like Foundry template description. Look at that. So this is all generated with AI. I just typed in what I was looking for and it typed it. If you don't know much about AI, that's pretty much the gist of it. Just go here, type in what you want, what you're looking for, and see what it puts out. You can always copy and edit it to add the human touch to it. That's what I do. Because sometimes it just sounds like a robot talking. So you just want to add a little bit of human flair to it. And also I'm going to show you all the spots where you can find the Foundry branding to make it easy for you. So we have it here, here, over here, and again this is just the background image. If you don't want that, you can delete it or replace it with your own image. At the top of most of the pages you will also find the Foundry name. Make sure you change that too. Okay, you don't want to give this out with your name half of it and Foundry on the other half. It's going to look a little silly. This over here, on our catalog, I just put a picture of myself there. You can do whatever you want. You can put a picture, put a logo, put a little bit of text about the company, about your vision, you know, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to want to update where to find this. If you don't have a store location or anything like that, that's fine. Just delete this. Take it out, you know, just like that, and maybe just rearrange this a little bit so it's kind of taking up the whole screen, so you don't have so much blank space, you know, something like that. Then you're going to want to make sure you update this QR code also. Okay, so the easiest way is just double click the QR code. Over on the side it's going to show you edit QR code. Click that button. You can then change this QR code to whatever you want. Whatever.com, right? You can change it to text, you can change it text message, email, business card, anything you want. You can make some simple edits like the color to it. Just hit OK, and now it changes the QR code. It's going to go where you want it to go. You can always double check that with your phone. Make sure it's going to work right. So then once you get through that, again, make sure you're changing the top of the pages to match your company. It's going to take you to our product layouts. This is where you hope that people see your products, your prices, and they get the information that they're looking for, which is usually some samples of your work, what you're offering, and the price. So you're going to want to keep it simple. We got a couple areas for text. If you don't want the text, again, just click it, hit delete. If you want the text, just double click it and edit the text any way you want to edit it. Put whatever you want in there. Again, use some AI to fill it. It looks good when it's filled up. So use some AI to get that kind of stuff filled out. If you don't offer these things that we offer, that's fine. You can delete them. You can do a different page layout. I'll show you a different page layout you can come up with real quick. Or if you offer maybe different things, 3 different things, and you want these, just change the images, change the names, and your descriptions and price to match whatever your descriptions, pricing, and images are. Maybe you only have hats and beanies and you don't want to advertise a more premium option. So just kind of highlight everything, hit delete. I would take this, bring it down here. I would make it wider, kind of like that. And then I would take this image. You can kind of see this is the box here. And then make it wide like that too. And then you're going to need to edit your layout a little bit to get everything nice and clean. But something like this should be what you're looking for. And then you can leave this one small if you want. Make this one big. If you leave this one small, I don't know, I'd probably put the secondary bestseller up here at the top and maybe put your main seller right here. This part of the page probably attracts the most eyes. Kind of right in here. As soon as you flip that, it's going to be bigger. It's going to draw people right to it. So you're probably going to want your bestseller if this is the kind of layout you do right here. And you can also see this also creates a lot of extra room. So you can always kind of modify it even a little bit further. I hate this stupid bar. Kind of like that. Let's bring this down. Go with it, right? And you can see the guides pop up, help keep everything in line. And then again, let's just take this. Let's move it down to here. Kind of like that. Grab our price, grab our little bar, grab the price. Fat fingered that. Holy cow. And then just move it up. Kind of so you're like right there, And then take your image from over here and just make this box bigger. Kind of like that. You can do something like that. You're going to want to try to maybe, again, split this up a little bit better. There you go. Just so your page has a nicer flow to it, nicer layout. There you go. And then make this a little bit bigger so you can get the whole thing in there. Something like that. That's another layout you could do. That took 3 minutes, if that. Super simple. So this page here is the different color hat options and beanie options that we offer. This is the Richardson 112s. We just left them there because that's what a lot of people sell. So we just left them all over there. This text here you can edit, and then this text here is actually an image. So if you want to switch that image out, or if you change it, delete it, whatever you want to do. Over here it's just a little simpler layout. We got our heading text right here, and then this is a table. So it's really easy to edit and lay everything out nice and even. Again, if you want to change out an image, you just hit File and Place and put your new image in there. To change the text on it, you just double click your text, and simple as that. So if you don't offer this stuff, that's fine. I would just delete it and maybe find something else to put there. Maybe you don't even want this page at all. You can also delete the entire page if you hit Window, Pages, and then Pages are going to pop up over here. So this is page 8 and 9 in the catalog. Just click on each one, hold in the Shift key to click two of them. Hit right click, and then hit Delete Spread, right? And then hit OK. And that's going to take that page out of there completely if you don't want it. That's how you delete pages, and you add pages kind of the same way. And we'll talk about that in 1 second. So, oops. Here we go. So you come down here. This is our customization page. This is just like the upsells that we offer on some of the hats. You can put your images in each of these. You can make one big image and then just use your number tags to show where things are at if you wanted to. If you don't offer some of this stuff, that's fine. You can always delete it and just change the layout. Like I said, it's real simple. If you don't do, maybe you don't do the UV color patches, just delete that. Just click and drag, get everything. Kind of delete that, right? And then you got your 1 and your 2 here. So maybe let's just spread this out a little bit. Maybe right there, and then just make it a little bit wider. Kind of take up a little bit more space. Same thing with over here. Just maybe make this a little bit wider. Make sure you're always leaving enough space though, so people can really tell like where the breaks are. And then you'll probably just want to edit this a little bit more, just to get a more uniform look across here. Get everything nice and cleaned up. So I would do something like this and just get this on 2 lines. And the same with this, maybe leather patches, and then again just get it on 2 lines, just so it's uniform and everything kind of looks the same. And then maybe edit your image a little bit, kind of line it up, and then the same with this one, maybe bring it down some, and then maybe bring it over a little bit, something like that. And now you got another new layout. Again, you see that just took a couple minutes. Just go in there and fine tune everything, make sure everything lines up real nice. If you're having trouble getting things lined up, you can hit the view and then screen mode and do normal. It's going to pull up all these guides. It's already laid out for you, so it's already broke down. It's laid out. Everything's nice and simple, just like that. So put it back in preview mode, and the same thing over on this page. If you look at our catalog that's online, you can see what we've done here. It's pretty simple. Again, make sure you're changing the name, changing your names up here. Okay. This here, custom apparel. We offer shirts, hoodies, things like that. If you don't offer that, that's fine. Just delete the page. That's the quickest way to do it. If you delete a section, though, you're going to want to make sure you fix your big numbers that are on pages, and then also come back up and fix your contents. So if you deleted the custom apparel, you're going to want to delete custom apparel from here, and then, make sure everything's matching. This here is our custom merch. So like, we're trying to target more of small business with this book. So maybe this is some things that the small businesses might need, or they want to sell or give away, and things like that. And then we used just little frames and filled the frames in for the color options. So on our wallets, these are the colors that we sell. And then the way we did that is we would just add a frame. So this little stupid bar I hate. Click your add frame button, click and drag the size you want it to be, right like that, and then change your fill to whatever color. There you go. And that's basically all there is to it. If you want to keep things nice and neat, you can always just copy and paste one. Just hit Control C, Control V, and then you can paste it and then move it to where you want it to go. And then just get everything lined up right. So that's how you do that. Again, this is just one big image for the background on this page. So I haven't figured out how to get rid of just the image. So if you wanted to put your own image in there, your own logo, just make your logo in Photoshop repeat. It's pretty simple. Or you can just delete that. There's a frame under it, so you can change the fill to whatever color. If you want a solid color, that doesn't look bad. Maybe you want to put some text there or something, that's cool too. Or just add some more products. Maybe you offer more things. Here's a good spot. You can add some products in. If you're not sure, you can always highlight things, hit your Control C and then Control V to paste it. And now you got a new listing you can fill in there, just like that. And then again, if you want to edit that, you can edit it, change the sizing, change the layouts, whatever you want to do with it. Same thing down here. It's pretty much the same thing from here on out, actually. It's just the items that we offer with some text, images, and that's it. So just make sure you're changing your branding on all the pages. This is on a lot of the pages you'll find. You'll want to change that out. Again, your back catalog, this here. Make sure you update this back catalog page image and your information down here so people can find you. If you want to add pages, come back to your pages window. So you can do window pages, or it's also usually up here in the tabs. And it's as simple as hitting this plus button, create a new page. And now you got a new page. So you can see this was our back cover, and it's oversized, but that's alright. This was our back cover, and now we have a back page here. If you go to have this printed, you're going to want only one page at the end and one page at the front, because the way they're going to print it is using spreads. So this page, they'll actually print this page, and then this back page they'll print together. Let me delete this page, if this makes sense to you. Hopefully it does. I really don't know how to explain it that well. So this will actually just be one page printed together. And then the same with these pages. These things are just printed together and then laid in there. So they're called spreads. And this is just how it goes. So if you leave the layout and everything the same, you can make all your edits and send this right over to your printer. And then if you wanted to put this online, you just hit your file button and then you hit publish online. And it's going to bring up another box. It's going to look like something like this. I left mine as spread. You can change it to single if you want, and that'll be just more of a page by page by page. I just left mine as spread so it looks more like a catalog. Make sure you change your document settings. Okay. Just like that. You can click advanced if you want to kind of see how it's going to export everything for you. You can upload your image, so things like that for whenever you share on Facebook or social media. And then if you have Google Analytics and things like that. So that is how you publish it. The cool thing is, once you publish it and say you want to make changes to it, you can just hit update existing document and it's going to pull up your catalog. And it's going to show you this catalog right here. And you can just click your catalog and then hit the publish button at the bottom, and it's going to update that catalog on the InDesign website. So your QR codes will always be the same. They're not going to change or update. and then you can put your new products out like that. That's about it. Like I said, it's pretty simple. If you have any questions, shoot me a message on the business page. If you have my personal page, that's cool. You can send me messages on there. I don't really check it that often, but I do check the Facebook page for Hat Foundry pretty frequently, in case you didn't notice. So you can always send me messages there, and if I can help you, I'll be more than happy to help you. If you don't want to do this and you want somebody else to do it, send me a message and we'll see what we can do. But that's pretty simple. It's just replacing the images and text. All right, I appreciate you guys.